Excuse me. Still got a sore throat, but hey guys, it's me, Zach and Hyrule. I just got off work about almost an hour ago. I would have started the stream as soon as I got home, but I was eating dinner. So, I need to make sure that old Zachy is streaming here, so let's go over here. Okay, that was the last stream. Okay, yep, I am streaming, so let me go ahead and put that on. DeviantArt. That's not DeviantArt. Alright, so what we're going to do today is we're going to continue with the story. I did say we could try the other challenge when I got home, but since this event is almost starting to become over, I really want to finish it before it is fully over. So today what we're doing is we're going to the Masters of the Nightwind. So let's go to posts. That one I'm streaming. Excuse me. Hopefully people should I stop posting that I'm streaming, because a lot of people seem to come in whenever I disconnect or whenever I get disconnected from my internet, and then the stream starts, and then when I start a new stream they just come back. I don't know. Alright, so we need to go over here because we need to get the ancient woven scrolls. So yeah, that's what we need to do. Alright, let's turn to this guy, maybe just so I can super jump. And a super jump. Ah, shit. Oh yeah, super jump. Wait, where is it? Oh, I ejected way too far. Whee! Whee! Fly like the wind, bullseye! Oh, I gotta go inside the door. Oh, I could have done that all the time. Why was I just...
Hello there, okay? Probably doesn't understand what we're saying. Doesn't look like any cogs are turning in there. Whoops, sorry. No offense intended.
You there! You dare disrespect our elder?
No. Oh wait, I don't think this is part of the story. I think this is part of a mission, but we'll go ahead and see this cutscene anyway.
Oh, you mean? Oh, I see. Sorry, my mistake. Apparently you are here by invitation. In which case, it's my job to make you feel welcome. Some introductions are in order. I am Koholam, one of the priests of our tribe, and this is our Iktomisor elder, the great Tlapokpok-Teets-Tatel, a living totem among the masters of the Nightwind.
Whoa, that's quite a tongue twister.
In truth, we usually go with Elder Tlapo for short. You're welcome to do the same.
We were invited here in a very unusual way.
Ah, I assume you're referring to our elder's special ability. Elder Tlapo has been alive for many centuries and harbors secrets that even we priests are at a loss to explain. So your reaction is entirely natural. But one thing I can say for sure is that Elder Tlapo has appointed the two of you to an extremely important task. For this reason, I would like to ask you to undergo a test.
What sort of task? And what kind of test?
If it's all right with you, I'll take you to see our chief. He's in a much better position to answer your questions.
I already know who that is. That's the big-ass tall guy.
Okay, sure.
Very well. Then please follow me.
Yeah, we're not gonna follow you. We're going to freaking...
You can use this scroll to go directly to the obsidian altar, where the chief is.
Look, there's...
Don't worry, it's just one of the many mystical abilities
I just saw
of our
Granny.
tribe.
Don't worry,
I
I'm not...
had someone gather up all the woven scrolls from that era. Maybe we'll find some leads we can follow.
There's that many? Oh, this is gonna take forever.
Come on. Less whining, more reading. If we split them up, we'll finish in no time.
We just stay there for like 10 hours. Where am I? I'm not doing crap. Oh, there I am. Various events are recorded in these scrolls, like moments of frozen history with the power to pull your back into a distant past. I flipped through several of them, but still nothing about Bloomflower trials. Yet the stories they contain, they're almost unimaginable. War, peace, alliances, betrayal. Seems like in the Natland of 6 or 7 centuries past, relations between the 6 tribes are incredibly complex and constantly shifting.
Why have you stopped? Did you notice something strange?
Are there still conflicts between the tribes nowadays?
There will always be tensions. But the intensity has changed. Usually the Pyro Archon tries their best to prevent intertribal disputes from escalating. But not every Archon has done that as well as Mawika. Also, given that our Archons live only as long as mortals, the transitional periods can be fraught with challenges.
I see. First time I've ever heard of that.
Far fewer conflicts have ended in bloodshed over the past few centuries. Whenever I read through these scrolls, I too am always struck by the thought of how unimaginable our lives would seem to people back then.
Hey, come check this out. This one seems to mention the Bloomflower trials.
Oh? Let me see. A curious coincidence indeed. It seems like the last Bloomflower trials were also held to save the life of an ailing Saurian.
Huh? Was it the same illness as Milray's?
The scroll doesn't say, but it seems likely. Strange. It's very unusual for such records to be so sparse on details. The scroll only vaguely alludes to 2 things. Firstly, that the Bloomflower trials were held to save a sick little Saurian. Secondly, that they seem to have failed. And that the chief of the Flower Feather clan had a major falling out with his younger brother. And later on, his brother left the tribe and lived as a recluse. That's all it says.
But that basically tells us nothing! You know, except that the person who weaved the scroll must have been slacking off on the job.
Or maybe something happened that was too sensitive to record.
Sacred flame crystals having the power to beguile human hearts. Is this where that's from? Looks like we'll have to approach this from another angle. I'll go take a look through some even older scrolls. Surely the trials were held more than once.
Seeing as that scroll just now mentioned the Flower Feather clan, I think I could go ask Chief Mutota. And what's our next move? Any other leads we can follow?
When to think of it, the mysterious Kinkosaur Milray mentioned might be able to shed some light on this. I have a feeling a certain Kusasaur might know a thing or two.
A certain Kukasaur? Who told you that? Oh, Aoife's assistant Kakuku must have told you, right? I heard he sometimes translates for the other Saurians.
Yeah, this might not be the best time to dive in the whole Saurian underwhelming mystery. Guess I'll give Susu the credit for now.
Alright then. I'll look into those ancient scrolls, Kachina can head over to the Flower Feather clan, and you two can track down that Kukasaur. Let's split up and meet back here later.
Alright, you can actually find much about the Kinkosaur earlier. Let's head back to the Children of Echoes to ask Nyland for some details. Alright. So we're heading to... Oh. Heading to the Children of Echoes. Alright, we're seeing the sick one again. Oh, jeez, I'm a big guy now. No, can you tell me more about the mysterious Kukusaur you mentioned before? Huh? You want to make friends with him too? Yeah, that's right. Where can I find him? Tracking him down is no easy task because he's always off somewhere on his own. One second he'll pop up in front of us, then vanish into the air the next. It's actually pretty impressive. One time he took this absolutely beautiful place with this really tall stone gate. And there were so many other Kukusaurs there, he wouldn't really trespass on other Styrians' territory. But since he took us there, it was fine. He said that was his home. Kukusaurs at the stone gate. Sounds like he might be near the Flower Feather clan. Let's go check that out. What does he look like? How will I recognize him? He's really easy to spot. If you see one that looks all light and floaty, that's him. Light and floaty? Yeah, light and floaty, you know. You'll know the instant you see him. It seems to be the only description now I can come up with. It's vague, but it'll have to do for now. Oh, and if you see him, could you say hi from him and Milray? We're both starting to miss him. He did drop by to see us, but there were too many people around for his liking. Sure thing. Leave it to me. Oh, we got them over here.
Feeling hungry? I just picked these from the orchard.
Go on. Have some. Taking care of a patient like you're doing is hard work.
If you need more, there's plenty more where that came from.
I played as her during the trial. She was fast as frick, boy. Alright, so he's next to the Flower Feather. Okay, he's right there next to this waypoint. So let's go! Oh!
Shh. So, everyone got that? They'll never see this coming. We'll catch them totally off guard.
Leave it to us. We'll show them what we're made of.
Milani, Kanich, what are you doing here? Oh, Traveler, Paimon, it's you. You nearly scared the life out of me. Just between us, we're discussing our strategy for the next half of the exhibition match. But as for the details, those will have to stay a secret. After all, we'll be competing against you this time.
What about you guys? You seem like you're in a hurry. Has something happened?
We're on the trail of an extremely rare and elusive Kukusaur. Rare and elusive?
Alright, quick rundown of the situation.
In that case, we can help with the search. That description of the location's way too vague. The scenery around here is all pretty much the same. Without anyone to help out, it'll take you forever. What does the Kukusaur look like?
Light and floaty.
Nothing more specific than that?
Apparently, we'll know who he is the instant we see him.
Alright, well in that case, let's split up.
I'll check the higher ground and see if anyone over at the Flower Feather clan has any ideas.
I'll follow the river then.
Sounds like it's my time to shine. As Kanich will tell you, I'm a born hunter with the eyes of a hawk.
I haven't got anywhere else to be either. I'll take a stroll nearby and see if I can spot anything.
Awesome, thanks everyone! Don't mention it. Anyway, we'd better get going. Catch you in a bit.
Alright. Ah. There seems to be quite a few Kukusaurs living around here. I didn't even get to read that last part. Oh shoot, that's the wrong way. Yeah, we're not going off a cliff. Excuse me. Woo! That fruit just it was kind of sour. Try this one instead, it's super sweet. Greetings, fellow Zurans. Hello there, how can we help? I was just wondering, have you ever met a Kikastor around here who you describe as light and floaty? Oh, you're talking about that kid, are ya? Are light and floaty really such distant traits? These Kikastors seem to have instantly understood who I meant. He sometimes shows up around here, and he's always sneaking about, trying not to be seen. He's often perched at the cliff, just gazing out on his lonesome, daydreaming about who knows what. Excuse me. Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw him following a human around a couple of days back. Huh? Well, that's not something you see every day. You usually won't go anywhere near them. So, was there any way to get a hold of him? I'd forget it if I were you. The kid comes and goes like a shadow. Come join us for some fruit instead. Come try this one. Sweet as sweet can be. Okay, thanks. Doesn't seem very fruitful lead. Ha! Fruitful. Guess I'd... Oh shoot, I'm on auto. Guess I'd wait and see if Milani and Kinich have any better luck. Alright. Ow, that's my head. Oh, I like how sometimes they go around spray painting the cliffs. It's kind of artistic of them. Woo! Nice landing.
Anything on your end, Kinich?
Nope.
Oh, you got Chi-Chi!
Me neither. Kukasors all look so similar. They all look light and floaty to me. I mean, what could possibly be lighter and floatier than a pair of wings?
I didn't find anything either. How about you guys?
Sorry, Traveler and Paimon. We couldn't find that Kukasor you're after. Are you in a hurry to find him? If you need a hand, I can come back and join the search again tomorrow.
Maybe he really is hiding from us. I'll try and think of another way.
Okay, well, if you need any help, don't hesitate to reach out. That's what friends are for, after all.
I've told my friends over at the Flower Feather Clan to keep an eye out. If they see anything, they'll let you know. So, what's your next move?
I think we'll head back to the Masters of the Night Wind.
Alright. I'll update them.
Come to think of it, Auroron could probably rig up a few traps and snag him that way.
It's not like Auroran's traps can catch just anything, you know.
You never know. Might as well ask him if you get the chance. Anyway, we'll be heading back now. Best of luck.
Okay then, see you later! And thanks for your help!
Alright, now let's head to the Masters of the Night Wind. Oh, wait, we need to go this way.
Let me think.
Kachina, Seat Lolly, what's up?
We haven't managed to find anything. No one seems to know what actually happened back then. Any luck with your mysterious Kukasor?
Nope, not yet. Don't think it's planning to make an appearance anytime soon.
In that case, I'd suggest we set this aside for now. It would be great if we could get to the bottom of this. But not every historical mystery can be unraveled. We must also learn to live with the unknown. Just remember, as long as we stick together, no challenge will ever be too great. Yeah, I'm sure everything will work out. Still, after all this investigating, it feels a bit disappointing to come up empty-handed.
Whew. Finally, dudes. Found you.
Aoife, what brings you here?
Kinich mentioned you were on the lookout for a Kukasor. Just so happens a strange Kukasor has been following me the past few days.
A strange Kukasor, you say? Care to elaborate?
No clue why, but this dude's been on my tail ever since I got back from the Children of Echoes. Not gonna lie to you, bro, it's kinda freaky. His footsteps are totally silent, and after dark, all you can see is a silhouette. So I didn't even realize he was there until Kakuku suddenly flipped out last night when he went for a drink. His squawking woke me up, and that's when I finally spotted a shadowy shape outside the window.
That sounds terrifying.
I could tell it was a little Kukasor from the shape. After observing him more closely, I figured out that he'd been following me the whole time, but that he'd just been too quiet to notice. Not sure if that's the dude you're looking for, but if so, you're more than welcome to get him off my back. The sooner the better.
Wait a second. Does that mean...
Yep, dude's probably hiding right behind that tree.
Oh, yeah, there he is. He's a ghost.
Do you think we should send someone over to take a look?
Yeah. Go, Paimon.
It's okay, I've got this. What the... How's that even...
Guys, get over here, quick! There's nothing scary about this. It's just...
He's a ghost.
Wait, surely that's not...
He's just like Ayo's grandparents. A Surian ghost. No wonder Nyland described him as light and floaty. He really is instantly recognizable. Not like any Kukusaur I've seen. But this must be Milray's mysterious friend then. The one spreading the rumors about scared flame crystals. Begulging human hearts.
Wait, shouldn't he have returned to the ley lines? Haven't they been fixed? There are many possible reasons, but right now it seems that our priority is...
So why have you been tailing me, bro? If it's treatment you want, can't do much for you, man. Sorry.
He ran off!
Do you think he wants us to follow him?
Definitely.
Oh, if only we had a Kukuthosaurus on hand.
Hey, that's a good point. Where is Kakuku today?
He was so spooked last night that he rattled through every single word he's ever learned and then fainted. He was still out cold when I left.
All right, enough chit-chat. Let's just follow him. It looks like he wants to take us somewhere.
Alright, well let's see where he wants to go.
Looks like he's finally stopped.
Why have you brought us here?
So, is there something buried here, or what? You want us to dig it up?
We're digging up a dead body. Oh, a withered box.
These are woven scrolls, yes. Albeit very crudely made, and heavily time-worn as a result. Still, they're just about legible. They seem to document the very last Bloomflower trials that took place centuries ago? But why would these be here? Come, let's read them together. These might just contain the answers we've been searching for this whole time.
So, have you figured out a way to save him?
Indeed, I have. As far as I can tell, we need ocean zephyrs and sacred flame crystals. That's about it.
Oh, I know what this is gonna be. I'm not gonna say anything.
That's great news. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Okay, here's my theory of what's happening. Right now, we all know that Kukusaur is obviously the one who is the ghost. So, my prediction is that he died because he did say that those crystals can make you go insane. I bet that happened to these guys, and then they fought each other, and I think that's what he was trying to warn us about. That's what I'm predicting.
Every day that the chief himself drops by to check in on your Saurian buddy. Not so busy these days, huh?
You know I'd come even if I was. You're my brother, man. I heard you've been beside yourself since Antu fell ill, so I was worried about you.
I mean, Antu means the world to me. I promised to stay by his side until the day he's fully grown, ready to spread his wings and soar freely through the skies. I mean, with him around, I've never felt lonely traveling through Natlan. Sometimes he's happy, and other times he's sad. Sometimes he has tantrums, but then he'll curl up beside me when I'm down. And right now, he needs me more than ever. I'll draw upon everything I've ever learned to help him get through this.
I salute your courage and wisdom, brother.
Fist bump, baby.
But these sacred flame crystals you mentioned, are you sure they'll do the job?
Well, I've studied the essence of the sacred flame and read various related scrolls. Sacred flame crystals are born from intertribal conflict. Back when the tribes were somewhat united, they would occasionally hold bloomflower trials in order to obtain them.
Seems like I've still got lots to learn, despite being chief. So, how can we use them? Is it really worth holding a whole competition just to get our hands on some?
Research on sacred flame crystals has been patchy to say the least, so there's never been a definitive conclusion. What we know for sure is that they can be used to treat certain chronic phlogiston-related illnesses. Others also say that they can be used to enhance a warrior's strength. There's something.
Enhance a warrior's strength?
It's speculative at best. We need to analyze an actual specimen to know for sure. As far as I'm concerned, as long as they can be used to cure Antu's illness, that's enough. Nothing else matters.
So you asked the chiefs of all the tribes to send people to take part in a scaled-down version of the Bloomflower trials? Remarkable that they agreed, given it wasn't so long ago that we were at each other's throats. Tensions are running high right now. If I were you, I wouldn't have had the courage to even ask.
I know, but I had no other choice. Fortunately, I've treated patients from every tribe, so the chiefs agreed as a way of returning the favor. With all this ongoing strife, it's been a long time since we've worked together on anything. This might be a good chance for reconciliation. Fighting side by side for a common cause? That's the way Natlan was always meant to be.
Let's hope so. By the way, what's with all this baggage? Heading out on a long journey or something?
I'm heading out to search for ocean zephyrs. In the meantime, I'll leave the trials in your capable hands. Just please make sure it all goes smoothly.
Come on, that goes without saying. Rest assured, I'm your brother after all.
Thank you. And Antu, be good while I'm gone, okay? Once I return with the ingredients, you'll be back on your feet and running around in no time.
Himara! How could you stoop so low? Ambushing us on the field like that.
Ambushing? You've no one but yourself to blame for underestimating us. So what's all this fuss about?
Even if that was remotely true, your guys went way over the line. 7 of our warriors were so badly injured that they're still out cold as we speak. The Flowerfeather clan must compensate us for our losses. Hand over the sacred flame crystals.
And what, we'll hand them over after all that? Just because you waggled some fingers and said some angry words?
Didn't you claim that we're holding these trials to save a Sixarian? Take what's necessary for the treatment, then return us the rest.
Say something, Amara. We're not leaving until you give us some answers.
If the other elders were here, they wouldn't waste their time on such puerile questions. If anything, I just wish we'd managed to collect more crystals. There are always people who think they're so clever. So many contestants were just pocketing the ones they got in the trials.
Oh boy.
I'll bet your chiefs all have sweet little personal stashes too, huh?
Oh, okay. Okay, I said this would happen, but I thought it was between him and that doctor. So I was close.
Everyone was in a frenzy, snatching the crystals up wherever and whenever they could. We're hardly the only winners. I wouldn't even call us the biggest ones.
You what?
I get it now. Snatching the spoils while using the Bloomflower trials to weaken the other tribes. You planned this all along. Ugh, that Nompole. Can't believe I trusted him.
The Children of Echoes will not forget this. Let's go.
Brother, where's Antu?
Oh, you're back. Come, sit down. I'll explain everything.
Look, no need for that. I only came back to ask. Are the rumors true?
Rumors? What rumors?
That the Bloomflower trials spiraled into an all-out bloodbath, sparking a heated dispute among the chiefs, and that no one was bothered in the slightest about Antu. By the time anyone noticed, he was already gone. How could you lie to me, Amara? You promised you'd make sure the Bloomflower trials went smoothly. Why would you resort to such underhanded tactics?
You think I had a choice? As soon as one person broke the rules, the whole thing became a free-for-all. Playing by the rules gets you nowhere in this world. If I hadn't taken things into my own hands, another tribe would have just swooped in and seized the winnings for themselves. These sacred flame crystals, they have limitless potential. I, for one, wouldn't miss a chance to strengthen our tribe.
I won't debate ethics with you. Where are the sacred flame crystals? Give me some. I'm going to search for Antu.
I've put them all into our research.
You did what?
I did set some aside for Antu in the beginning, but he ran off, didn't he? So there was no longer any need. He's your companion, yes, but the life of a single Saurian is nothing compared to the future of our tribe.
Here. You've certainly proven yourself a worthy chief, Imara. Your name will no doubt be etched into the hearts of the Flower Feather clan for generations to come. Just remember this. No excuses can hide the harm your greed has inflicted. All the hope and trust that little guy placed in you, placed in me, you'll never know what that feels like.
Wait, Nampal! Where are you going?
Antu! Antu! Antu, it's me! Please, answer me. Antu, are you okay? Oh, look at you out here all on your own. I'm so sorry, Antu. This is all my fault. I'll think of another way. After that, I left the Flower Feather clan and lived here on this hill with Antu. He was running out of time. I took him from tribe to tribe, begging them to spare some sacred flame crystals, our last hope. But no one believed me anymore. I begged them again and again, enduring sneers, insults, even beatings, until finally, Antu's time came. In those last few days, he seemed consumed by an overwhelming sorrow. And then I realized it wasn't just the sickness weighing him down, no. Remorse filled his gaze.
I said this once, and I'll say it again. Can we not have a Natlan story that doesn't involve sadness?
I remember once, over at the Children of Echoes, someone approached us with a sacred flame crystal, flaunting it before quickly putting it away.
Ah, this is what you're after, is it? Dream on. Go beg your brother for some. How many did he snatch up for himself? He's the one who put you up to this whole I'm a victim charade, wasn't he? I don't buy it. What are you? You little vulture!
For some reason, Antu harbored a deep and intense hatred for the sacred flame crystals. Whenever he saw one, he would muster up every last ounce of his dwindling strength in trying to destroy it. It wasn't until years after Antu's death that I finally guessed at the truth. He must have witnessed people fighting over the crystals without comprehending why. Unable to fathom how those once cheerful humans had turned from best of friends to worst of enemies, he concluded that they must have been corrupted by the sacred flame crystals themselves. In Antu's eyes, the only reason they'd started collecting sacred flame crystals in the first place had been to save his life. If I hadn't been there, none of this would have ever happened. He carried this guilt with him until the very end. I too shall be bound by guilt for the rest of my days. If only I had taken part in the trials myself. If only I'd seen the greed in Amara's eyes, or even came back just a little bit sooner. But the past cannot be undone. I have immersed myself in the study of medicine, and spent my life healing all kinds of Saurians. I buried Antu here on this hill, where I too one day shall rest.
Oh, I bet he's dead too.
Before my own time comes, I have recorded all of this on these crudely woven scrolls in the belief that the truth should not lie buried. May those who come long after us learn from our errors, lest they repeat them. May the Natlan of their day be united as one, free once and for all from bloodshed and strife.
Damn, that was powerful.
person born of guilt.
So the non-pole from the scrolls was Aoife's ancestor? And that little Kukusaur spirit was once his Saurian companion?
Seems so. That's why he's been following you around, Aoife. Even though he doesn't like appearing in front of anyone else. He senses something familiar in you. No wonder there weren't any records of the last Bloomflower trials. If anything corrupts the human heart, it's greed. And who'd want to immortalize the memory of a scandal by which all 6 tribes were tainted? The bitter irony is that the sacred flame crystals turned out to be nowhere near as miraculous as they believed. All that scheming, after what proved to be nothing more than a hollow fantasy.
Hey! Look! Over there! Do you think he's sad? Or maybe he's lost in his memories?
I'll go bring him back.
Thanks. I might need a breather over here. I regret lingering for centuries. Unfolding like this before my eyes. Can't believe I'm just now hearing my ancestor's story. Now I know why we became vets too. I gotta think this through. What should I do? What can I even do?
Okay, I'm not reading that because there's no way I'm going to read all that. And 2. You're the blonde guy from just now. Wait, is this your real form? You could turn yourself into human. That's amazing. Can you teach me how to do it? I want to talk to humans, but they don't like me. You still remember what happened back then? Only bits and pieces. I remember being a lot of pain. I remember how worried my good friend Napole was. Afterwards, the pain stopped, and my body felt so light. But I couldn't find him anymore. I hid and searched. I searched without end. My body kept going colder and colder, like I was freezing to death. Luckily, I found a nice, cozy cave where I huddled up and slept for ages. When I woke back up again, the world seemed completely different. A cave. Yeah, there are all these strange patterns on the walls. Some of them even look like, they look a bit like me. What do you mean the Reverend Secret Source? That's the closest place, place to the Night Kingdom. Maybe his soul hasn't faded away yet because he was hibernating there. When I came out of the cave, I saw those evil monsters had returned, so I went to help. That's how I met Milray and Nalan. The 3 of us had been running in circles. Once I showed my friend the way, those monsters didn't stand a chance of catching them. Eventually, those monsters all disappeared, and then I faintly heard the sound of Napoleon's voice, calling out from me to come to him. The monsters disappeared. This must have been after the final battle against the Abyss. The ley lines had been restored, so at the point, he could have returned to the Night Kingdom. But you still didn't go to him? I wanted to, but Milray came down with the same illness I had. I was so worried for him. Napole said that the sacred flame crystals were required to cure, but those crystals are evil. As soon as they got their hands on them, the closest friends would get into some various arguments. Everyone started acting strangely, like they'd been bewitched. So you think it was all caused by the sacred flame crystals? What else could have been? They were all such good friends before, and they used to care about me too. It's all because of those evil crystals. I wish I could cast every last one of them into a volcano, but we need them to cure Milray. What should we do? Just as Napoleon concluded in the scroll, Antu misunderstood the real cause of the strife. It wasn't the power of the sacred flame crystals to bewitch human hearts, but rather human greed and scheming. But, oh, god dang it, my phone. But, what can we do now for this poor little creature? Should I tell him the truth? From his standpoint, Would knowing the truth even make a difference? What's wrong, big bro? You seem a bit down. I'm okay. Let's head back to where the others are. Antu's eyes are full of heartfelt concern. Don't know what to tell him. The times have changed, and so have the people. He's the only one still trapped in the past.
Never thought I'd have the chance to meet my ancestor Saurian companion. It's a pretty cool feeling. Wouldn't you say so, bro?
Can he understand what you're saying?
Kinda. I can pick up on Antu's vibes, just like he catches ours, but that's pretty much it. That's just how it is with Saurian companions. You have to spend a lot of time together to develop an intuitive bond. If my ancestor were here, I'm sure they'd vibe way easier.
In other words, he wouldn't understand even if we discussed everything that went on back then in front of him, right? I'm not even sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's probably better if he doesn't understand. I know that running from your problems isn't the way to solve them, and that we should face up to the challenges in our lives. But even if we told him the truth, wouldn't it only distress him more than he already is?
That's right. The people responsible, the ones who should have apologized to him, are no longer around. All the truth would do is tear open old wounds and sadden him all over again.
Isn't there anything we could do to help him forget his sorrow and find hope once more?
Just like Nampol, I've spent a lot of time studying Saurian psychology. They can be a bit slow sometimes, but they're razor sharp at others. They don't get complex human language, but they get a lot just from reading our eyes. In short, young Saurians are just like children. On one hand, they rely on their human companions. On the other, they really want to prove their worth. Helping people makes them happy, and feeling like a burden makes them sad. So, the best move isn't to get stuck on the truth of what happened, but to help make his current wishes come true.
His wishes?
For example, Antu, you decided to stay here because of Milray and Nyan, right? You're a smart kid. Sacred flame crystals are bad, bad things that cause endless arguments among good friends. But now, after hundreds of years, we finally found a way to beat them. Will you join forces with us to cleanse the evil inside them so we can save your buddy together?
Interesting approach. You want to turn a lie into the truth, huh?
Never mind what you're trying to do. Can we even be sure he understood you?
Actually, I didn't really understand either. Is there really some kind of evil power inside the sacred flame crystals?
Oh, dear child. Come. Let Granny explain it to you.
Oh, I get it now. Okay, I'll do my best.
Not so fast. Hate to break it to you, but the three of us can't make this happen. Let's meet up at the stadium in 2 days. We'll spread the word and see who's willing to play along. As for making Antu understand, Kakuku can help out. They'll have an easier time communicating.
Alright, quest complete! Alright, so we have to wait in 2 days again. But since we completed that quest, I believe... Alright, we had to go to that quest. Wait, hang on, I gotta collect my... Can I collect my... Oh, I probably already did collect my reward. Yep. Alright, so we have to wait for 2 days. Oh, that's a treasure one. I don't know what I was doing there. Okay. Alright, let's fast travel to town. Alright. Now let's wait 2 days. Alright. Meet the Speaker's Chamber to discuss the plan. Alright. Oh, geez, that door should have smacked my face. This is the wrong way. You know, I'm just gonna fast travel.
So sleepy.
Didn't sleep well?
Yeah, I blame Kachina. Being all mysterious about some gathering to discuss something important. I was so curious I couldn't stop tossing and turning the whole night. Also, how come it's so quiet today? You didn't lock a How up, did you?
When I tried to wake him up this morning, his response was, "Leave me be, minion. Darest thou disturb the almighty Dragon Lord in our slumber?" I figured it'd be for the best that he's not here anyway, so I didn't bother calling him again.
Good thing you didn't tell him about our gathering. We could do without his gate crashing for sure. Not late, am I?
Nope, you're right on time. So, Aoife, now that everyone's here, shall we begin?
Actually, today we have a big favor we'd like to ask of all of you.
What's up? Why so serious all of a sudden?
It's a long story. One that begins with a mysterious friend of Milray's.
God, I'm glad we have to listen to the long story, because we just had to listen to the long story.
Bloodshed between the tribes. That seems almost unthinkable today. But it was an everyday occurrence in that era. Even working together on something was impossible. That's just too awful.
Okay, we know who this is. She's kind of a new character, I think.
There have always been disputes, but once they escalated into fully fledged clashes between tribes, even a peacemaker would have been powerless to mediate.
And that little Kukusor Antu believed that the sacred flame crystals harbored some kind of evil power that lay at the root of these intertribal conflicts, and that led to all the later misunderstandings. At this point, it would be nigh impossible to explain the truth to him. Granny's right. It would only make him suffer all over again.
That said, Antu will naturally sense that something's off once we've collected enough sacred flame crystals and cure Milray, won't he? He'll see that no one has been corrupted and that all is as it should be. At that point, he would realize the truth of what happened in the past, even as young as he is.
Exactly. That's why we came up with a plan. When the second half of the tournament wraps up, we'll have enough sacred flame crystals. That's when I want everyone to act like the crystals have messed with us and start arguing.
Ooh, acting! That sounds fun! Then what?
Then, we'll bring Antu over and cast a spell of unity to cleanse all the bad vibes within the sacred flame crystals and bring everyone back to their senses. Of course, neither the evil power or the magic are real, but we've got to make the little dude think he's done something awesome.
Yeah, I get where you're going with this. The best way to make up for regrets is to do what you failed to do before. We'll recreate that scene from his past, only this time, he'll get the chance to rewrite the future. So, how exactly are we going to do this? Is there anything we can look to?
Once, when I was reading a foreign book, I came across something called an interactive play designed specifically for kids. The story usually features a showdown between a hero and a villain, with twists and turns throughout. Just as things reach a climax, the hero will pretend to be losing and ask for the children's help. Then the children all raise their hands, lending their power to the hero and helping them defeat the villain. For the adults watching, it's just a performance. But the children will walk away feeling happy for days to come. At that age, happiness doesn't come from material rewards, but from a heart that believes.
Oh, true. I can totally relate. When I helped out at my parents' shop as a kid, they would always intentionally leave me some simple tasks, like dusting down the shelves or making sure the merchandise was arranged neatly. Then they'd shower me with praise when I was finished, saying stuff like, "Good job, Mualani, you're a genius." And the funny thing is, it always made me super happy.
Spot on. That's exactly it. We want to make Antu feel the same way a kid who just helped a hero would. Lessen his regret and pain before he moves on. Besides, Milray already heard the rumors about the sacred flame crystals from him. If we don't dispel the curse right in front of him, he might refuse to take the medicine. But we can't pull off a show like that with just us. That's why I'm asking for your help.
We'll probably need about 5 more people. I mean, there are 5 more spots up for grabs. First come, first served.
You have my board. I'm probably the best at arguing here, don't you think? We get some pretty rude customers in our shop, and I've had to develop quite a few communication skills to deal with them.
You have my... cabbages? I can help prepare some props and special effects, like smoke to mimic the evil power, and bright lights for the spell of unity.
And my flame strider.
Oh boy.
Oh, you're joining too, Archon?
It really resonated with me when Citlali mentioned a clash between heroes and villains. And unlike the heroes in those plays, I've borrowed strength from all of you in the real world. And we've overcome powerful foes together as a result. I think I'll do justice to the role.
Well, if Mawika's on board, then you have my hammer. I'm really interested in the part where we pretend to argue.
Let's see. We've got our actors, and the stage is set. Now we need a director. A dude to run the show.
We're all looking at it, Kanich.
Why are you all looking at me?
Consider it our vote of confidence, Kanich.
Fine. Then you have my grappling hook. I happen to have some time.
So, that's everyone then. In that case, Varessa and I will take care of the cleanup.
Sorry, guys. I'd love to sign up, but I already promised to help transport the wounded.
As for me, if I see you all arguing, I wouldn't be able to resist stepping in.
And I'm just really bad at acting. I'd be so stiff, the game would be up before we even got started. I'll stay and help the Saurians search for Ocean Zephyrs. Once they've brought enough back, I'll join you as soon as I can. As our Archon herself often says, we all have our own part to play, right?
That's right. All right. Once the second half of the exhibition match is over, we'll split into 2 teams and play our respective parts.
Great! Let's make the second half an even more exciting fight. That way, we'll be able to collect more sacred flame crystals to help cure Milray. I've even come up with a secret strategy that's sure to catch you all off guard.
After centuries, we're holding the Bloomflower trials once more. I hope that this time we can bring them to a close free from regret. Are you all confident that we can do this?
Yeah!
Yeah, sort of.
Then let's get this show on the road.
The spell of unity. Oh crap, are we doing it now?
Alright, looks like everyone's here. Time for a strategy meeting. Ugh, why do they keep picking battlefields covered in mountains that need climbing?
You can fly, Paimon.
If you're worried about getting tired, I can just fly you straight to the top.
She can
Launching a
fly!
surprise attack on their base would also be a good tactic.
I'll use smoke to sow confusion amongst their ranks. Then you guys can just charge in and beat the living daylights out of them.
It'll be over as soon as it began.
These two are in even more of a rush than Paimon is.
Let's all just calm down for a moment. We don't even know what their formation will be like. Besides, if we don't deal with nearby opponents first, our main base could be at risk.
Slow and steady wins the race.
But the area nearby is full of rocks. Looks like they're trying to block our path.
That's nothing. Let's just charge straight through. Come on, time for a warm-up.
Okay, this is the... Okay, I played as him during the trial. I know what to do here.
Quick as a flash.
Look at him go! Boom! He just uses his head!
Woo!
That loosened me up.
Woo! Use your head! Boom! Oh wow, that was cute.
Controlled breathing.
Stick around.
That's more like it.
Woo! He is the Flash. Ow! Ow!
Out of the way or get blown away.
Tell me what you see.
I see me getting my ass kicked.
Don't worry, everybody. We can do it this fast. On my mark. Quick as a flash. Charge!
Stick around.
I've got to fall back for now.
I'll take that.
Excellent. We've secured the Children of Echo's base. Time to head up the mountain.
All tuckered out. Let me give you a hand.
Granny to the rescue! Now that's what Paimon calls some serious backup.
Granny's not here to check if I've been slacking.
Is she? Oh God, we got to see Ollie with us. That's cool.
Faster, stronger.
Go, little Flash Man.
Keep pushing.
I'm pretty sure she can do this, right?
Fulfill our pact. Yeah.
I kind of don't. I don't know what to do here.
Steady now.
Oh, okay. That is cool. I really wish I unlocked her in the Wish. Okay, time to go super speed! Woo! Oh my God, he can run through water! That is sick! Oh, it's this way.
Find a way to hold them off.
Let's hope you pull up a good
Oh boy.
Let's finish this next.
Let's move. Bullets.
Woo! Alright, my turn. Oh, lightning!
Say hello.
Oh wait, that's our team. Shoot.
Hold on to your hats.
Show no mercy.
Got him.
Nice, another one in the bag.
Something's wrong. There are far fewer people in their base than expected.
And Mualani hasn't put in an appearance yet either.
Uh-oh, not good. The people of the Springs took back the base we just captured. And even worse, they're sending troops to attack our main base.
Huh. That girl has some moves. I'll give her that.
Looks like we'll have to split our forces to hold off their counterattack.
Don't worry. I'll handle Mualani. She still owes me for wrecking my front door. You just focus on moving forward.
You're a lifesaver, Granny Seat Lolly. We can rest easy knowing you're here covering the rear.
What did she do to the front door exactly?
Thanks, Granny. We've got this.
Okay, I guess that's a question for another time. Oops, my bad. I was meant to switch to him so we can go full speed. Oh wait, wrong way. Full speed! Oh, full speed! Run, you little bastard! I love him. I'm so glad I unlocked him. Oh, he's out of speed.
Let's hope you pull up a good
Oh boy.
People do they have in reserve?
Splitting their forces into smaller squads to slow our advance and undermine our morale. Very clever.
Get up there, you little... There you go. Run! Be faster!
Keep
Run!
pushing! Looks like the scions of the canopy's base is on the other side of that cliff.
Ooh, does that mean it's finally time for the big showdown?
That cliff top's very high up. Whatever you do while you're flying over, don't look down.
Oh crap, hang on,
Quick as a flash.
Right, so who can do this? Okay, I don't know how to use the flying thing. Oh wait. Ah, yes! Hang on, I forgot how to do this. There we go! Kanich!
I knew that wouldn't stop you. Let's have our weapons do the talking.
Ooh, I like that language.
Hold on to your hats.
Go, you little running bastard!
This isn't over yet.
Take me up!
On my mark! That's stronger!
Booyah!
Time to say hello. I will. Stand
Booyah!
The fight is done. Sound the retreat.
Flag.
The fruits of victory taste almost as sweet as ones I've grown myself. At least I won't be in for one of Granny's scoldings.
Wow, that explains why you were so fired up today.
Auroron! Since when has your granny ever gone around scolding people like some sort of scary monster, huh? Huh?
Anyway, good workout, huh?
You can say that again. It's not every day you get to enjoy the thrill of battle.
You youngsters sure love a good brawl, huh? Once this is all over, I think I'll need a few days at home to lie down and recover.
Thanks, Granny. Without your support, who knows what might have happened.
I'll have you know that Mualani didn't pull any punches during our little skirmish just now. Next time she shows up at my place asking for a favor, I'm giving her a proper talking to.
Shows that everyone really was giving it their all. Anyway, after all that, surely we've collected enough sacred flame crystals now.
We have indeed. Let's gather them up and head back. Next up, time for our little play.
Oh boy.
Aoife, this should be enough, right?
Yeah, plenty. Maybe more than we can even use.
Oh, that's great news. Just goes to show how fired up everyone was. Let's set the remainder aside in case of emergency. Next up, the main event. When do we start?
Just a sec. Before we roll the cameras, let's break it all down one more time. Shortly, you'll all take the sacred flame crystals and place them in front of Milray and Nyan. Then, once Kanich gives the signal, Auroron will do his thing, and the crystals will start giving off a black mist. That'll be the cue to start fighting. Once things get real heated, we'll bring Antu in and have him cast the spell of unity. Afterwards, Auroron will clear his black mist, and then we all go back to chilling with each other.
Relax.
Oh,
I've
crap.
played it all through
I
in
skipped.
my head many times now.
Great, then let's do this.
All right, let's all pretend to kill each other.
Finally, we've got all the sacred flame crystals we need. Don't worry, little guy. You'll be better in no time.
Woo!
It's just like Aoife said. He looks very reluctant to go through with this.
As long as he sees us dispel the curse with his own eyes, we'll be all right. Let's proceed.
Hey, Mualani. That's weird. I feel a bit dizzy.
Special effects team, get in position.
On the case.
Now, time to get squabbling. As agreed, we'll start with Mualani.
You've got this, Mualani. Leave it to me. Now, listen up, Kachina. I'm gonna give you a piece of my mind. You hear me? I'd never have thought you'd do something so terrible, Kachina. Why, I'm positively furious.
Let's not give her an Oscar for this, shall we?
What did I do again? That is a good question. Let me think about that.
This is going downhill.
I thought you said you were a natural at this.
I am, but I'm struggling to come up with a reason to argue. How am I supposed to tap into old talents when I'm drawing blanks here?
If this goes on much longer, even the little Saurians will realize something's off. Don't get caught up on the reasons for an argument. Just start by setting the atmosphere for one.
Don't panic. I'm thinking. Oh, I know. How about this? Kachina! You stand accused of the heinous crime of eating my very last Saurus cracker!
We're freaking doomed. Even my character has to be face-palming right now.
Huh? When we went out for a picnic last night, you ate the last Saurus cracker. How could you have done such an abominable thing?
Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, so? You ate way more than I did.
No. You just don't get it. The ones we ate in the middle don't matter. The last one's always the tastiest.
Good. He's starting to buy it. Time to turn up the heat.
Mualani! Isn't it about time you paid up for wrecking my door?
Oh, seriously? You're bringing this up now? You promised to let it go the last time we had dinner together!
Okay, it's starting to get a little better, but...
And when might that have been?
The last time we had dinner, like I said! We were over at the People of the Springs, and you'd had just a teensy bit too much to drink. You took my hand and said it was all water under the bridge.
I'm pretty sure when she means teensy, doesn't mean a little bit.
Wait, hold on. Have you genuinely forgotten? Oh, this isn't part of your act, is it? And to think I tried so hard.
Right.
Is this what sacred flame crystals can do? It's like you've all become completely different people. Surely our only hope now is for me to...
Can it, Mawika? Do you even have any idea how long I've had to put up with your nonsense? Without so much as a heads up, you just dumped some pile of design schematics in my workshop that you'd gotten from who knows where, and then tell me to build you that flame rider or whatever you call it.
Oh, she made that?
Then you drive it into the wilderness every single day, and then whenever it breaks down, you send it straight back to me for repair, even when I'm on vacation. Oh, and not to mention your special sunglasses and that precious sword of yours that's impervious to even the hottest of flames. Do you need me to make a list?
Is it just me? Or is Shilonen's acting pretty convincing?
She might be the only one who's not actually acting, Kachina.
Whoa.
So sleepy. Why didn't you wake me up this morning, Kanich?
And from now on, I am not taking any more work during holidays, and you're banned from showing up at my vacation spots.
Wait a minute. I remember now. You were the one who kept encouraging me to drink more that evening.
Oh, they're starting to get real This isn't I don't think this is acting.
Trying to get me drunk so you could write off some old debts, huh? Smooth moves, Mualani. Figured out some tricks to use on old Granny, have you?
Well, at least I think they'll buy it.
Well, would you look at that? Oh, these little pipsqueaks suddenly at each other's throats! Oh, what a golden opportunity this could be! Listen up, everyone! Arguing won't solve any problems, so let's settle this with a good old-fashioned fight to the death! I, the almighty Dragon Lord, Kahula, hereby appoint myself your referee! Kanich! Let's start with Kanich! Who's got it in for Kanich? Huh? Whoa, what's wrong? Why are you all looking at me?
Oh, perfect timing.
You. Well, you're the worst. You wasted an entire bucket of ice by taking a bath in it.
And you ate all those crackers I baked. I spent the whole night preparing them. Always yelling at the top of your lungs. You're a permanent earache in a pint-sized package.
No list would suffice to record the horrible things you've done.
Whoa! Time out! Why is this all suddenly aimed at me?
Kick his ass.
How could this be? The argument's spiraling out of control. I can no longer cleanse the evil power within the sacred flame crystals myself. If this goes on much longer, continues for much longer. Oh, yeah. If this goes on much longer, Natlan will be in grave danger. We're so close. If only a brave hero would step forward. Good thing I wrote that all down in advance. Hopefully I sold it.
I accidentally pressed X.
That's us. You ready, Antu? Antu?
Oh god, he's having flashbacks.
There's no need to save him. Think of what we could accomplish with all those sacred flame crystals.
Fine by me. Let's settle our old scores today. Once and for all.
They never... That son of a bitch! He never cared!
What right do you children of Echoes think you have to point fingers at us? How many times have you wronged us over the years?
Bunch of liars and cowards, banding together like the vermin you are. It's sickening.
Huh! Never have the heavens smiled down upon those who live by the rules. If something's worth having, you've got to take it by force.
I should never have believed you.
Oh, if only I'd never fallen ill in the first place. Don't want to be crude. I don't want the sacred flame crystals. Please stop fighting. Please.
Antu!
You're up, bro. This ends now. We're here to save the day.
Evil power that corrupts the human heart? There's no place for you in Natlan anymore. We will stand united and face the years ahead together. Fly, my dude, fly! Cast a spell of unity, just like I taught you.
Now, Auroran. Got it.
Oh, dang, Oren's good. Oh, well, I need to get that. H was like, oh, look at this.
The path of fate lies bleak. Walls rise in human hearts. Yet those walls we shall break, and we will march on. From this day forth, may worldly strife be no more.
Landing on his butt.
What in the... Look, the evil power is fading.
The magic's working.
Grain fruit chips taste so much better with sweet cheese. That's not even up for debate.
I think you'll find that salted cheese is the classic. The first and best choice in Natlan for centuries.
Psh, cheese? That stuff's for kids. I'd never go near it.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm with him on that. Call me crazy.
Well, I guess you're not completely wrong. They have a unique flavor with salted cheese, too. The perfect storytime snack.
Mission accomplished.
Also great with a glass of wine. Though sweet cheese with a splash of liqueur works well too.
Do you talk about anything but beer?
Let's have another get-together sometime. Don't worry, I won't bring up the door incident again.
You're amazing, Granny. Next time I'll come with Kachina. And we'll bring some home-baked Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips along.
And some blaze meats too, and volcano cake too.
Sure. In that case, I'll go find Varessa and we'll make you some nice, juice or something. When will you all grow up? Why does it feel like I'm always the only one drinking?
'Cause you are.
You should stay off the bottle too, Granny. Isn't there some kind of sweet and sour soup that's all the rage with the Masters of the Nightwind right now? What's it called again? Mystique soup? Much better than alcohol, if you ask me.
Wait a minute, what exactly is going on here? Your attitudes towards each other are changing way too fast!
Huh. Wow, that's weird. What was I just saying? I can't remember for the life of me. Can you, Mawika?
Something about wishing I'd drop by your workshop more often, and how grateful you are that I keep pushing you to achieve the impossible. Life is like climbing a mountain. All the best views are at the top. You just give people that kind of vibe.
Wait, are you serious?
Just kidding. I'll try my best not to dump any more strange commissions on you.
How into that have you two? Snap out of it, people! It's like you're all under some kind of spell! Quick, Kanich, think of something!
How? I owe you an apology too. I've been too harsh on you.
Ben just hit more. He's apologizing to.
It seems the evil power is completely gone. Were you the one who helped us?
Awesome job, bro!
Great job, Antu. Now that the sacred flame crystals have been cleansed, we can use them to cure your friend. Don't leave him hanging. Go tell him the good news. Thank you so much, all of you. This turned out even better than I imagined.
See, told you it would all work out. Didn't I mention I'm an old hand at this whole argument game?
You were this close to spilling the beans.
Hear, hear. Even the kids of our tribe would have done a better job. Tell you what, we're lucky they don't speak our language.
I couldn't help it. Besides, how was I supposed to, criticize Kachina to her face like that?
Honey. Actually, it was the same for me. Even though I knew it was all just an act, I didn't want to argue with you.
Huh? So you were all just playing pretend? Ugh, boring. I'm going back to bed.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Now, all that's left are the ocean zephyrs,
I
right?
love it.
I heard on the way over that we'd already found some, so it shouldn't take long.
Oh, please, can we have more of Kanich and Aju? I love those guys.
Everyone, over here!
Ian-san! And... whoa, that's a lot of saurians.
We've gathered enough ocean zephyrs. I asked them to give them to me, but they wanted to bring them over themselves. So we came together. Here, I think this should be enough.
Just hang on a moment, everyone. I'll go mix the ingredients. Hey, Kakuku? Dude? Less chat, more help?
Sure thing, bro. I've got you, bro.
It's the most important step of all.
Whew. This is it. The moment we've all been waiting for. Oh, sacred flame crystal. Forged by the will of many. Please, work your wonders and drive this sickness away.
That is freaking adorable! Oh, that almost got me. That almost got me. That almost got me.
Cheer up, bro. It's always tough to lose a friend. But in this case, our parting is their reunion. Antu's already wandered the world for way too long. But now that you're all fixed up, he could be at peace. His final wish was to be reunited with his bro. And he's done that. We should be happy for him. Just like he celebrated your recovery.
Dude, that bro was your ancestor. You should have waved at him, too.
Thanks a ton, everyone. With your help, I've been able to do what my ancestor could not. Not only did we save this little Saurian from his torment, we also made a historic contribution to the study of phlogiston-related diseases. As a physician, I'm honestly feeling touched and overwhelmed.
Well said. Then without further ado, I hereby announce that the Bloomflower trials have come to a successful close. From my perspective, though, this competition had another meaning. Throughout the event, I didn't witness any arguments, united to accomplish something truly remarkable. Even without the threat of the Abyss, we're still as close as family. We've surpassed those who came before us, and in the future, our people will surely grow more united still. So, in keeping with our traditions, it's time for a celebration. Let's make this a lively one, people.
Woohoo!
As it happens, I picked a whole batch of fresh vegetables just yesterday. I'll go get them now.
Leave the meat to me.
And don't you dare skimp on it, Kanich.
I'll go gather the others. Many hands make light work. And besides, the best meals are always ones prepared together.
See you tonight, everyone.
See you tonight! Paimon's ready for a feast and a half.
You're gonna eat that feast. Like half of the feast, Paimon. Oh! Frickin' heck. Okay, well, we gotta freaking... gotta freaking halt on another quest. Excuse me. Hang on, let me get this real quick. Don't you dare lose stamina. Don't you dare. Okay, we got it. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, we're cool. Okay, well, let's go to the quests. That's not what I was meaning to do. Yeah, no, now we gotta... Okay, let's go ahead and do this real quick before we see everyone else. Oh, hang on, we gotta go downstairs. Okay, after this, I'm going to go and do these missions just so we can don't have this problem again.
Whoa, what was that just now?
One of the routine duties of a priest. We attempt to contact the spirits of our ancestors to seek epiphanies and revelations. The chief is just over there. Please wait here while I have a word with him. I'll just be a moment.
Masters of the Nightwind are definitely living up to their reputation as the mysterious ones.
All right, I've told the chief why we're here, and now you may speak with him. Right this way.
So,
you two are the appointed ones. I am Chief Biram. Welcome, and thank you for your patience.
So tall.
Unusually so. Yes, I am aware, but I assure you, it's no cause for alarm.
Oh, no, of course not. Sorry, Paimon just reacted without thinking.
What's this about us being appointed?
Ah, yes. Kaholam told me about that. As outsiders to our tribe, this is probably the first you've heard of such appointments. I'm sure the whole thing seems very confusing. Throughout our history, only members of the Masters of the Nightwind have been appointed to undertake these tasks. This is the first time an outsider has ever been chosen.
Really?
Allow me to explain. Our tribe has an old tradition of recording history in the form of woven scrolls, and not just our own history. We record the legends and heroic feats of all other tribes as well. It is a tradition we have observed for many centuries. We treat it as a solemn duty. However, when a major event occurs that affects all of Natlan, we record it on a different kind of scroll, used for this exact purpose. And these scrolls can only be woven by someone of the Iktomisor Elder's choosing. When the Iktomisor Elder senses a major change in the ley lines, it will issue a formal declaration to appoint a creator for this scroll.
Whoa, so you mean...
Elder Talapo sensed a ley line change quite some time ago, but had not yet designated the scroll weavers until you arrived.
Okay, but just so you're aware, we don't know the first thing about weaving scrolls.
As a matter of fact, that does not surprise me at all.
How come?
In the 200 years that Elder Talapo has held this position, none of the appointed ones have ever been experienced scroll weavers.
Does that mean 200 years of major historical events have gone unrecorded?
No. They all submitted scrolls in time, yet each of them claimed it was not their own work, but a gift from the spirits.
Man, this tribe gets more mysterious by the second.
Yes, well, that is the part that troubles me. The notion that we have to rely on esoteric things like gifts from the spirits to record historical events of such great importance. It is unsettling.
Huh. That's pretty surprising to hear, coming from the chief of this tribe.
I can imagine. You probably see the Masters of the Nightwind as a people shrouded in mystery, who pride ourselves on our arcane practices. But I am something of an exception. I may be the chief, but when it comes to our traditions, I'm in fact a proponent of change and reform. I have dedicated my energies to deciphering the many mysteries of our tribe. In doing so, I hope to establish clearer rules that will help sustain our traditions in the future.
Wow, that sounds great! So have you figured out the mystery of the gift from the spirits?
Sadly not. It is something I've been investigating for a long time, but I have yet to uncover what this gift truly refers to. Only a small handful of events over the years have been recorded on these special scrolls, with decades between each one. And by the time the next scroll weaver is appointed, my time as chief will be long gone. I will not be in a position to investigate as thoroughly.
So...
While I haven't gotten to the bottom of the matter, I have made some progress. But the only way I can develop my theories further is with the cooperation of the appointed ones.
And that's why you want to put us through the test.
Precisely. It's nothing to be worried about. Simply a means of validating my current hypothesis. It shouldn't take you long, nor will it put you in any danger.
Alright, so what does this involve exactly?
I can explain everything in detail when we get to the site of the test. But first, please wait a moment while I change out of the soul-shielding cloak. This garb is one of our important cultural relics, handed down by generations of chiefs. It is only to be worn when conducting certain ceremonies.
Oh!
Please, follow me.
You are tall.
Do you see this scroll? If you touch it, you will enter a hidden space. Today's test is, quite simply, to find a way to escape that space.
That's it?
I assure you, it's not as easy as it sounds. If you cannot find your own way out, I will of course intervene to bring you back here. But then, we will be no closer to solving this mystery.
We'll give it a try.
Good. Simply touch the scroll to begin the test.
Okay, I'll touch the scroll to begin the test. But first, if I need to touch the scroll, can... That's not what I was meant to do. Okay, we still can't do it. Okay, I'll touch the scroll and begin the test.
Whoa, we really did get teleported.
But where's the way out?
It seems like this place is completely sealed off. Doesn't look like there's an exit anywhere. Let's take a look around and see what we can find.
This is gonna take a lot longer than I thought. A large pile of wooden scrolls. The thick layer of dust indicates that they've been here for a long time. There's some sort of machine here, probably used for weaving. I am looking very close at it. The scroll has purposely been hung in the very middle of the ceiling. Whatever it means, it must be significant.
There are so many woven scrolls here. Paimon remembers seeing some of them before in other tribes. They seem to record historical events. This one really stands out from the rest. For starters, it's the biggest of them all. Wonder what story it tells.
The colors are very distinctive, too.
Yeah, you're right. Over there, something just flashed. Traveler, did you catch that?
Maybe that's how we get out. By seeing things we couldn't see before.
Oh, right. Paimon's with you.
Okay, we know how to do this. Alright, but I need a... Aha! The wall! Okay, I need to find the Inkazor thing. But I don't know where it is around here. Have you observed your surroundings using a Kikasaur? I don't know where the Kikasaur is. Ah, here it is.
Aha! There is something hiding here. Yep, this looks like our ticket out of this place.
Chest! Yay, we passed!
Whew, we finally made it out.
It is just as I thought. You are indeed capable of undertaking this mission.
Does this prove your theory?
Yes. You saw many distinctive-looking scrolls there, didn't you?
Sure did.
This specific kind of scroll was left to us by our ancestors. Upon investigation, I discovered what sets it apart is the use of a color not featured in ordinary scrolls. It is a most mysterious color that most people cannot even detect. I myself had to employ special techniques to confirm its existence. Yet there are those who are born with a natural ability to perceive it. and that is why I wanted to test you.
You mean...
That space you just entered was an exhibition room for storing this variety of woven scrolls. Centuries ago, a great shaman by the name of Huitzilin put in place a security measure so that anyone who entered the room without permission will become trapped inside. It exists to this day. And although I have not managed to decipher how it works, I have at least found out how to turn it on and off. Once someone is trapped inside, it is all but impossible for them to escape without outside help. Unless they share the great shaman's ability to perceive that strange color.
I think I know what you mean. I did see a certain color in there.
Clearly, you must have this ability, which leads me to believe that our Iktomisor Elder can sense this ability in people, and that it appoints a scroll weaver on this basis.
Another secret power? Traveler, you are full of mysteries. Still, having this ability doesn't change the fact that neither of us know where to start with weaving a scroll.
Don't worry about that. The method for weaving this kind of scroll appears to be largely the same as for an ordinary scroll. The main difference is in the dye that gives it its unique color. If my suspicions are correct, this dye is the key to weaving the scroll, and your special ability is the key to obtaining it. The dyeing process is also a little different from the norm, but I don't anticipate any major issues there. As long as you two can source the dye itself, I can assist with the application.
Cool! We'll follow your lead!
Great! Then please use your abilities to source the necessary ingredients. And in the meantime, I will have someone prepare some fabric for test dyeing. We'll make a few sample pieces to test out my hypothesis. And if that goes well, we can begin the scroll in earnest. If you agree to help, you can expect to be handsomely rewarded once this is all over. So, what are your thoughts?
I think with the ability to help comes the responsibility to do so.
Agreed, especially if there's a reward in it. What is the reward, by the way? Is it food? Paimon hopes it's food.
God damn it, Paimon.
Given the stakes involved for our tribe, I was thinking a substantial sum of mora would be appropriate. Surely that would be preferable to just a free meal.
Mora works too. Anyway, how do we go about finding these ingredients? Are we supposed to just keep walking around Natlan until we stumble across them?
Thankfully not. I've already identified a location where I suspect they may be found. And I've arranged for someone to guide you there. Your guide is waiting just outside. You can set off at your leisure.
Alright, we completed the quest. Yay! Now can we go and... Oh, come on! Oh my god, why, game? Hang on, let me see if I can try and do this again. Oh my god, I gotta do... Oh. Now even more people can't even... Oh my god. I even have to... Oh, okay, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna end the stream here. Do these quests. You know what? I'm sending the stream here. And then, and tomorrow I'm gonna do these quests. And then I will, let you guys know if I get the ending. So yeah, matter of fact, I won't even stream the ending, but I'll let you know if I complete it the next time I stream. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. Leave a like if you did, and we did good today. But I will do these quests first thing tomorrow, and I will see the ending. And the next time I do Genshin Impact, I will let you all know what happened in the outcome. But I was gonna do this when I completed the quest, but since the game won't let me do it because I have other things to do, let's see if I can make some wishes before we end the stream. Okay, we have 142 pyro gems. Okay, we can't. I'm just gonna end it here. See you guys in the next one, and have a good night.